What's up, guys? It is your boy Redghost. So today we're going to be talking about a few things that have to deal with Halo. Um, Now I didn't really have time to kind of like write anything down or something like that, so it may end up being a longer video than I want. But all in all, I hope you guys get all the information needed. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Halo 5 weapon update that was put it out, and it's currently in a playlist called the Weapon Tuning playlist. Basically, what is the Weapon Tuning playlist for a lot of people who don't know, and for those who do know, discussing the problems that are in the update and what we could do to fix it come the final version put into Halo 5. So, the biggest thing about the Weapon Tuning update is that they tuned the BR. In the update, they supposedly had tuned all the assault rifles, and they tuned pretty much every single weapon. The Gunfighter Magnum, it's way different now. Pretty much everything. They fixed the beam rifle, lowered the sword range. Just tried to balance all of the weapons in the game in order for more weapons to be used within the competitive scene, which personally I like versatility in weapons, and that it gives people other things to pick up, and and you can use that weapon to apply to different situations and things of that nature. So that's something that I've always liked in Halo, but playing competitively, I've always liked, your standard battle rifle start, rocket sniper, OS camo, stuff like that. As far as it goes, it's definitely an interesting update. Just to go into a bit more detail, the assault rifles were given a bloom before you shoot, so it has an actual open bloom, which is supposed to lower the accuracy of the gun, but it doesn't at all. As you can tell if you guys watch any of Vito's footage or anything from anyone who's posted on Twitter, it's pretty bad. The assault rifles literally are the same thing. Nothing changed. They didn't lower the accuracy or increase the distance in which the bullets spread, and which I honestly think that they need to take another look at assault rifles, and I think they need to do a better job of listening. They didn't listen to what we had to say about the assault rifles and why they were so overpowered. If you watch any type of competitive matchup, you're going to see some of the best players and most skilled Halo players use everything to their advantage. Whether it be assault rifles or a needler, if it's overpowered, it doesn't matter. If the gun is going to be there and we know that you can use it as a get out of jail free card, we're going to use it. But the fact of the matter is I think 343 Industries needs to take a stronger look at competitive gameplay rather than looking at social gameplay. And the reason why I say this is because social players do not know how to play the game at a high competitive level, nor do they know how to play Halo. They play the game because they enjoy the series and they love the multiplayer and they enjoy playing with their friends. But other than that, they don't really understand the balancing of the game itself, or what it takes or entails, and what weapons need to be, like what needs buffs and what needs nerfs. I think the competitive community is your buff/nerf team, and you should use them for that sole reason. Being that we are competitive players, we're obviously on top of it all, and we know exactly what we need to do in order to win. And I think that 343 Industries just needs to take a stronger look towards competitive and stop looking towards social players. I understand that they have things that are complaints and things like that and criticisms, and I'm not trying to say that competitive is the only side that's right. But the competitive side is the one that comes with the most information, the most quote-unquote data that's represented within it. And we can sit there and tell you all day long what is happening. And I think that 343 Industries has just been taking way too long on listening. And I think that the weapon update as a whole for Halo 5 is a little too late. I think Halo 5 is on its last legs. With Call of Duty World War II coming out and Destiny 2 out, the numbers have just decreased in Halo. I know we all want to you know, we all want to see Halo succeed, and it's hard to do that when you have a game that doesn't have LAN play and is solely based on internet, and then you have a tournament organizer as a whole. But not to ramble off the topic, I just think that this is a little bit of a little too late kind of thing. Although I'm glad they are doing it, because maybe this could be something that they're wanting to add within Halo 6. I'm not exactly sure, but it's something to definitely take in. And them doing it, yes, it's been way too long, as I said before, but all in all, hopefully this leads to a better Halo game come Halo 6. And maybe they learn from a lot of their mistakes, and hopefully they listen to us a lot more and bring more pro players in for feedback. And not using us is, you know, as your nerf/buff team, or, you know, just your balancing team is I don't understand why they don't. If you're going to support a competitive scene, you should understand that the game should be the most competitive game possible. Social players are going to play it regardless. If they like Halo, they'll play it. But you have to understand that there are some people that like core Halo, and some people that like the new advanced Halo. But the thing about it is that there are more core Halo fans than there are new advanced Halo fans. And I think, you know, supplying more of the core versus the new, you're going to get a lot more fans and a lot more viewers. And I think, you know, just delving into that community and listening to what the competitive side has to say, I think, honestly, the game would be perfect. If you look at Call of Duty and what Activision and Sledgehammer and Treyarch have done, they've consistently listened to pro players and have consistently put the game around a competitive-based setting, because they understand that if people like Call of Duty, they're going to play Call of Duty. But in the business of esports, you have to dedicate a game towards that. You can't have one or the other. It either has to be an esports viable game or it's not. And that's where I think 343 Industries just doesn't understand that fact. But all in all, I think they're a great group of guys, and I think they're really working hard to get it right. But I think taking the time as they're taking it, they're doing everything a little too slow. I mean, you have all the information you could possibly need, and I don't understand why it's taking so long. But the other thing I wanted to talk about was UMG Daytona. If you're a competitive Halo player, and you're someone who went to the event, placed at the event, and earned money, UMG has yet to produce any type of funds or given any players any of the money that they had earned from that event. And this is very unlike UMG. UMG is known for paying out players on time. Ran multiple different Call of Duty tournaments, including their online ladders for Call of Duty. And players have still not been paid, and even in their rules and regulations, I believe it says that they are given 90 days after the tournament date, and it is yet to happen. Whoever is running things over at UMG obviously needs to understand that you do not screw over the Halo community. You'll be put on blast so fast, it's insane, and that's almost with any game. But to sit here and have this happen to a community who is already standing on its last legs, and we're all trying to do everything that we can to make the game better, doing this just puts another wound where there doesn't need to be one. And honestly makes it very difficult for players when you're looking at things and you hear about, you know, companies not paying out players for their placings. That really does turn away the crowd. It doesn't make them want to play the game or go compete, because they don't know if, hey, if they do really well in a tournament and they earn money, they don't know for sure if they're going to get paid or not. And that's something that I think definitely needs to be fixed, and that 343 Industries needs to be taking a harder role on, I guess you could say, for lack of better words, in order to make sure that this does not happen. And if anything, I think 343 Industries should make sure that all of the players that competed within that event are paid, since they are running the Halo Championship series, and because that they picked them, they should solely become responsible for the money that is not given to the players, and they should give it to them. I think it's ridiculous to have players that aren't paid. Doing that is, absurd. That they work their ass off, they do everything they can for you, and they put on a show for the crowd. and you don't pay them. It's just like if you were to get an actor in a movie and you don't pay the actor for, you know, doing so many, you know, like 250 lines of a script. It's just insanity, I guess. It's really bad business, and UMG really needs to fix whatever issues are going on over there, and they need to pay the players. Regardless, it needs to happen. Why it hasn't happened, I have no idea, but it needs to happen. But all in all, I think that Halo Esports right now, we're at a very low point. We had a great event in Atlanta, but the problem with Atlanta was just how it was executed. The amount of internet issues that were just obscene and absurd. I think that if you're going to partner with a company like Xfinity, you should be using Xfinity-based internet and have servers and things there with you in order to make sure that the event goes smooth. Planning needs to be a lot better on the 343 Industries side. And I think that all in all is going to help the community in the best light. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching my video. Thank you guys for taking the time out your day. Please remember, if you guys liked the video, please leave a thumbs up. Also, remember to comment. You know, just stay in the conversation. If you guys have, you know, any request of, you know, videos or things or gameplays or anything like that, please put that in the comment section below. I'm going to be doing a ton of stuff, going from Halo to Counter-Strike, Paladins, Overwatch, you name it, tons of different games, and I'm really excited for the future of everything, really. So thank you guys for supporting me, and again, make sure to subscribe to your boy. Hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoyed the content, and also if you guys just enjoyed the video in general. Thank you guys for watching this video, and peace.